Back out at my buddy's Cliffords Auto Parts here in Crown City, Ohio. 740-256-6200. And I see he's got me a little red Express in here. It's a nice looking truck. See, he bought it at auction. A little bit of rust up through here, starting. Oh yeah, somebody's done this one up nice. Little wood rot in the back. Somebody hit something up here, but it's far from, I mean, that's sheet metal damage, you know. Not bad at all. Beat the fender up a little bit, but I know where one of these are setting, two of them. Parts truck up in Leetart Falls, Ohio. This old 60 Chrysler there. Got a 35, 36 Dodge or Plymouth here. Oh, it's a Plymouth. Tell by that. Tree fell on it. Tree fell on this thing. And man, did it do a number. My gosh. Really tore it up. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. A lot of good parts there. So Clifford brings in new cars for parts. He sells them. You guys, you know, sells them the salvage cars, and then you guys can pick them up and get your reconstructed title. Look what we got here. You don't see the AMCs out like that anymore. Somebody really started working on this one. It got the motor still in it. Oh yeah, stock. What did they have in them years? I'm not much on my AMC stuff. Yeah, somebody. Not a Matador. What are these? Let me see. Yeah, it is a 72 Matador. That thing needs put back on the road. A little bit of rust down there starting. But look how clean that thing is. Definitely gonna need a hood. How's this side look? Looking good down the sides. Definitely don't like them truck wheels. Well, maybe they painted black. They kind of resemble a NASCAR wheel. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice. Definitely nice. It's a minivan. Yeah, let's get right into it. See what he's brought in differently. Different. I see a Mustang shell down there. First gen Mustang, it looks like. Just sold mine. Had 4 of them this time last year. Sold 2 of them to pay for all of them, and then the rest is I've thought about these Crossfires before. He's got quite a few of them. No parts, so he's selling that to be fixed up. Yeah, somebody's going to restore this at one time. Yeah, it was a 6-cylinder car, a 4-lug. Guess you gotta start with something. Make somebody a drag car or something. All kinds of stuff. I see all kinds of new cars. He's brought a lot of new stuff in. See, he's still got the old Swinger, I think it is, isn't it, right there? That's a Dodge. Probably a Dodge Dart. Yeah. Got the Plymouth. It's got the Stealth down here. You don't see these things on the road anymore. I just seen a white one up at the Washington County Home Car Show. Man, that was a great show. He likes his Mopars. He's looking for a 68, 69, 70 Roadrunner Satellite parts. You know, you don't want to restore one or parts for it or project, you know. There was quite a few little MGs here, but this one got hot on him. On somebody. Oh. Little BMW. Little convertible. This truck was hit hard. Is it? No, this ain't the one. Look at that bed. Somebody need a bed. Looks like it's already unbolted even. Decent doors. Here's a project. I remember asking on this. $2,000, has a clear title. It's a roller. No engine or transmission, but man, these little AMC Ramblers. Doors is good in it. A little bit of rust starting on the back quarters. There's another MG over there. There's a Plymouth Valiant, I think this is what this is. 68. That appears as, see all the new stuff. He's brought in a lot of cars. Here's, it's got the split windshield, so it'd be what, 50 to 52, 49 to 52. Hit hard. Hit very hard. He's got all kind of modern stuff. There's another Crossfire back there. It's a good man. I like old Clifford. He's old school. Here's a Chevrolet. There's a cab for somebody. This is what, 46, 47 Chevrolet. Still got the 6-cylinder in it. Somebody was in the process of restoring it. Another MG. There's a shoebox Ford. It's been in a flood. Somebody's restored this at one time, repainted and stuff. I don't remember the fender being like that. Pushed in. Might have did that with moving it. What year does it say that is? 51. trying that before, not being able to get that open. It does have a drivetrain in it. Dodge Dart, man. 2 Dodge Dart convertibles, 68, 69. Definitely somebody started restoring this one. Look at all the work it's already done to it. Yeah, somebody fully tore out apart, started painting it. 68 or 69, you got the ratty one. And then you got this ratty one you can take the parts off of. Definitely need restored. That blue one, I like to see it on the road. Man, that sucks. 35, 36 Plymouth. Thing was nice. You can tell it's got the old artillery wheels, what they call artilleries. Sit you down while I tie my shoe. Been working on my ugly hot rod, that Model A frame and Mustang and home built body. Resembles a Model T in a way. Put an electric fuel pump on today. It'll run as they spraying the fluid in the carburetor. And then when you stop, put gas in it, trying to work it up in there. So I'm just gonna hook a electric fuel pump in it. Let's go. We made our little run around there. Let's ride down through here and see what he's got. Well, there's a Jeep Wrangler. What happened to this one? I love that copper collar. Somebody's put expensive bumpers on them. Them bumpers are not cheap, guys and gals. Must have been rolled or something. Yeah, and they got expensive bumpers on it. Geico Insurance Company is what the tax thing says. The auction thing, not tax. All kind of cars and parts, man. No website. Just got the number I just gave you, 740-256-6200. Give Clifford a call. Telling you what the junk car Willie plan. That's where you pay 10% more, and he gives me half of it. So 944 Porsche. See, he's got some guy was like the other day saying, "Oh, he won't sell nothing." I was like, I've never heard him not pay a price on something. Here's an old Blazer. Somebody did some hand-built bodies on, 70, 72. Sure, there's parts somebody can use on that. This van got hit hard. There's another dark Swinger. Yep, Swinger. I see the emblem on it. Got quite a few Dodge pickups here, everywhere from 67 to 77, both body styles. That's another one. That one's a Dart right there. Old New Yorker. Little Dodge Shelby. 84, 85 model. This old nothing. Somebody's wanting to collect that now. Man, I'm gonna have blood on my shoes. Jeez. Could have walked the gravel and missed it. Still got the old 6-cylinder Challenger down here. Old 36, 37 Plymouth. This is a complete Challenger. I noticed the parts are in the back. Chrome and stuff. He's got the shell one right behind it. I think it was $3,000 is what he was wanting for that. They don't make them no more, guys and gals. Challenger got rolled. This Camaro got hit in the front end. A lot of good parts. That's what I say. He's got a lot of late model stuff. Got the Jeep Cherokee up there. Another Camaro. Newer body style Dodge Dakota sitting back there. Late 80s, early 90s. A lot of smart cars in here too. If you need smart car parts or a project for your LS, he's got a few here. This Dodge Dakota had the, somebody might want some of them pieces off that. Jeep was here, he got hot. Poison spiders. He got poisoned on another. There's a Charger. A lot of Chargers and Challengers, the late model ones. Yeah, he's got a lot of cars, and that's what I like about him. He keeps busy at the auctions. He you know, I like it that he brings in new and old, you know. He loves the old, that's where his heart is at. But the newer stuff's where he probably makes a living off of. Another Challenger, hit hard. Duster's been here a while. Oh, there's another Charger. Hit hard and rolled a lot of new wrecks in. You know, I dig. We got old Junkyards with 152,000 members, the largest group on Facebook. And then we got the wreck cars. I think it's got 113,000 members. It gets 10 million views a day. Or a day, yeah. A month. That is awesome. So we got a couple really nice groups going on there. You guys can post your own stuff. You can go there and post your own junkyard videos on Facebook, your own wreck cars. Like a lot of these pictures will be in the groups after you watch this video on YouTube. And eventually it'll be on Facebook. There's a couple of these PT Cruiser convertibles here. A lot of PT Cruisers. But a couple of convertibles I know of. So Some nice Dodge cabs. My gosh, got the official 60th anniversary 500, 1996 model Dodge. Somebody would want to restore that. Not saying it has a lot of value, but there's an old Dodge, mid-50s. Another one. They've been here for a while. That's why I see the stuff that moves out of here and gets parts off is the newer stuff. People like this old stuff, but they don't buy enough of it. So that one rolled, and then they had to cut the top to get the people out. God bless them. Another rolled Challenger. Like, he's got so many Challengers, and you know, some of them's Hemis too. If you need a part, he's bound to have it. Give old Clifford a call. Plus, you can go to my Junkyard playlist on YouTube and check out all my Junkyard videos. Been as far as Texas, Michigan, and Texas. Here's a couple 58, 59 Dodge panel trucks. This one could be your parts one, and this one over here, it's got quite a few good, you know, it could be restored. This one could be restored. And he's got a few of these. What is this? 62 Studebaker. Old Plymouth. These little Coopers too. He's got quite a few of them. I used to think, I still, you know, a car gets so ugly, you kind of like it. You know, these two doors were basically the whole body. You can tell, same body as a four door. They just, you know, it kind of looks like, where's the door handle for the back door? Here's a couple of these here. What is that? A Plymouth or a Dodge? I can't remember. And my buddy, he's got 85, 87, and 82 Corvette. The 82 changed over to aluminum carburetor intake. Decent car, you know. Good project runner. And then he's got the other two are rollers. One of them don't have a title, one does. So he's wanting $4,000 for all of them. I just love the creativity and the craftsmanship. Like each year back in the 50s and 60s and 40s, they had to be different. Even in the 70s, they had to be different. Is this a DeSoto? No, Dodge. Look at them tail lights. The work in it. Here's another one of them Studebakers. This one was all restored. Let me get a picture of that front Dodge there. Look at them headlights. This one was restored and then hit hard in the back. See, look at the seats. But you can buy two of these, this one and another one, and make a good one out of them. Or buy three. It's got at least three I know of. Here's a car he traded off the Charlies for probably a Ford he had. 383, Plymouth VIP was the name of that. VIP. Went to unload it, and then Unibody gave out on him. It's a Jeep. I don't think there's too many Ferraris here. Here's one. Got the hiccups. Yeah, a lot of the new stuff, man. There's another PT convertible, and that's a different one than the one he had. Another Dodge pickup there. Plymouth, late 40s, 60s, late 50s or 60s on this Dodge. Oh, let's get up and get in the middle. Look at that Pioneer, man. Just look at the craftsmanship and the body. Beautiful. So I was saying, these old cars still here. Oh, this one's got a step side. Use that fender on that side for that little red express we seen. We'll drive at that. Somebody will fix this up. It's a fire wagon. That definitely needs to be on the road. This little Studebaker. It's got the Studebaker American. Convertible. Wow. Man, I haven't been here since spring, and I'm telling you, he just, you know, over 100 cars different than, you know, he really brings them in. And for a guy that don't have a website, just has the old Google ad and phone, he keeps busy, man. Clifford, he's one of a million, you know what I mean? I like that guy. Here's another one. So you got 3 of these. What are they, 58, 59 panel trucks? I forgot about this one. Got a K-car convertible over there. Another cab of some sort. $300. There's a lot of Chrysler 300s here. This little Dodge Dart convertible. And that pine tree ain't helping. I see the hood on it, so somebody got the drivetrain out of it. I'm guessing. Let's find out. It's a Dart GT, but I didn't need nothing back then. They still had the slant 6 in it these years. Now somebody put a V8 in this one, but that pine tree, somebody needs to get that out. So what is that? Be a 63 to 65 model year. And that Jeep got hot. Got hot. See if he still got, he had a old car in here. You know, it's easy to take them apart, putting them back together. I see this a lot. People tearing old cars apart. And I know for myself, it's not easy putting them back together. So he's got a Plymouth, I think this is. But this should be a street rod or something. Engines, transmissions, whatever kind of parts you need, Clifford's got. So somebody's tore this apart and really got it, the hard work done, it looks like. The body is nice on this. So that's 35 to 37. Look at that baby. I see the door missing off the other side. I don't know if it had it or not, but there's the sides of the fenders. There's the run board. I bet you, I would say that the body panels is probably pretty complete in this car. We're going to make this in 2 parts. Seen this burn up Ford truck. That's a shame. 65 to 66, around that year. And here's a flare side. You don't see these very often anymore. unusual purplish color. That definitely needs to be back on the road. I'd clean her up, polish it up. Paint's so expensive anymore, and leave it ratty. Yeah, definitely. And it's set for a while. But complete truck. Some parts in it, so probably something happened mechanically. Kit car body over here. Yeah. Some things you fit on the Volkswagen. That could be the body on my ugly hot rod, huh? I like it. I like it. It's not even had the taillights cut, so this has never been put on a car. Don't know if he has the front clip to it or the doors. You wouldn't be finding them hardly anywhere else. Hot Camaro. What year? 16. That thing completely burned up. Cadillac. I love junkyards, guys and gals. I just love them. Nissan Altima. This looks like that car we just seen inside the building there. Except that one's a coupe. This is a two-door, but it's not. It's a two-door sedan. Of course, they didn't add hardtops back in on these models. Heard him nicknamed the humpback when it has that trunk like this. You know, a pretty solid car. I mean, you're thinking you're going on 100 years old, you know, 90 years old. Good windshield in it. Where you gonna find a windshield like that used? It's got the fenders inside, it looks like. Yep. So that floor, that was a piece that you unbolted there. Looks like they cut it a little bit more though. Dodge Dakota V6 model. And you don't see these very much. It's Shelby. It was a convertible with a roll bar in it. Well, this one, I've always seen them red, but this one looks like it was black. Had a little roll bar in the back. Dodge Dakota. Yeah, definitely fixed. Look how long the bed is on that. Is that? I just don't remember them being that long. Oh, they're both. They're both. Is this a Shelby too? I just realized, yeah, it's got the bar in it. Huh. Let's pick these up. It's been outside for a while. Look at that moss. Wow, yeah, this one's a shorter bed. I don't know if this one came with the long bed on it. I'm guessing because of the wheel. Limited edition, but that's a different fender. Somebody's looking for these. Are rare. Well, oh my God, where do you find 3 of them? 3 of them, guys. There's 3 of these Dodge Shelby trucks. Wow, I guess they did have different colors. Red, white, and black. Yeah, they've set for a while. Another Charger. Yeah, you know, these are pretty cool little trucks. Yeah, I don't know if they've ever made a long bed or if they just put that on there and extended it. But bet you got them all in one place. That is so cool. Looky here. 4-wheel drive pickup somebody started on. Mopar. He loves his Dodges, guys. He loves them. Somebody started on that. Frame's been painted up. Short bed. Decent wheels. Ram got hit hard. Same as this one here. Hit hard. Old cop car, it's got hit hard. Charger. You don't see too many of these Mini Coopers, the long version. You see the 4-door some, but that is cool. I've not seen that before. What year is that? 2009 Cooper Clubman. Durango crew. So we're in it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part 2, and please, guys, I'm not one of them guys that ask, but I need people to start sharing, and just put any kind of comment. Just, you know, if you say you don't like me, it gets the same amount of help than if you say you do like me. You know, the Junkyard, you'd like me to travel. You know, I'm from West Virginia. This is in Ohio. You know, in my tri-state area, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, anywhere, Tennessee. Let me know, you know, or even farther. If it's a good enough one, I'll make a trip for it. Man, he's brought a lot of stuff in since spring. Old Clifford says, "You're still alive." He's up in his 70s and he's still going strong. So here's another little red express truck. I forgot about this one. This was here. Somebody's used for parts, but man, between the fender on this side's good. I see the radiator support and the inner fenders, but you could take this. Somebody's cut the cab off that. You can see where they cut the floor to use what they needed from it. Another hot Jeep. There's the backside of that Chrysler. It's set up to Charlie's on the other end up in Gallipolis, Ohio for a long time. That's another cool guy. He don't bring much new stuff in, but the thing about him is he said since the 70s he never crushed a rear-wheel drive car. And he's got complete cars, like a 69, 70 Cadillac, a 69 Pontiac Grand Prix. Complete cars sitting there, you know, that sat there for 30 years. Because he never crushed a rear-wheel drive car in the last 50 years. Another good guy I like. I see him at swap meets. Good guy, good guy. Well, shoot, we got you. Should we start another video or just keep you rolling? I got you here. A lot of new stuff here. But the old stuff, sad to say, it's still sitting here. Now this one, I love them butterfly hoods, they call them. On this old Dodge or Plymouth. What year is this? We'll just look. It is a 47 Dodge. All kind of Jeeps down here. Jeep Wranglers. Another Chrysler 300. Here's a Mustang. I showed this before. This is a car that was going down the road, a good car, and somebody burned it. It's still got the drivetrain in it. Looks to be like a 383 or a 440. That is one hot CUDA. Somebody could do something like Pole Barn Garage did with the Holy Goat. Get this, make it a driver to take the shows and stuff. There's another Mustang. This one came out of Columbus, if I remember right. It was one of them that was stolen and found on the street later. 18 was this Dodge Challenger. Somebody wrote Ford on the windshield. Man, that one hit some rocks, didn't it? Scraped hard. There's one of them 4-door Mini Coopers. That's a newer one there. Another one of them 47, 48 Plymouths back there. Another Jeep Renegade. Lots of those. Sebring. True hillbilly on that side, huh? Be proud. Represent. It's like a guy that drives junk. That's all he can afford. Teacher used to make fun of him and his dad over 40 years ago, so he takes the name and makes something proud out of it. Now people smile when they hear Junk Car Wheeler. A little foreign car up here I'm going to show you. It's a complete car. Hillard, if I'm thinking right, is what it is. But you know, it's been here for a while. But you know, a little British car that would definitely be something different. And complete at that. It is complete. Sunbeam Rapier. See this car up here is how he is. Some guy was just wanting to buy the bin off his GTX, or Roadrunner it is. Roadrunner GTX, and he wouldn't do it. He said you gotta take the whole car. Now there's still a lot of parts there, guys. I mean, it might be past the restoration project, but another one of them 47 Dodge back there. Over and over. 73 Charger back there. Big old Cadillac from the 90s. Another Dodge 60, 62. Man, he's got the cars. I just can't believe how many he's brought in the last 6 months. He moves them out, you know. He does. He's keeping this place packed. Dodge or Plymouth 67, 68. It was a bucket seat car, automatic, 383 it was. No motor in it now. Dodge, what is that? 66 or 67. Dodge Cornet. Jeep Renegades are just so plentiful. The wrecked ones, the Jeep Wranglers. And one you don't see, this AMC. It was sitting over the fence here a couple years ago, 3 years ago when I first here. And I don't know if that fender was like that. But they're just so unusual cars, the AMCs are. American Motor Company. Seat car. Automatic on the column. I mean, I like that roof line. I remember thinking they were ugly, but they're so ugly. I like them. So it's got the shock bumpers, so it'd be a 73. It's a Dodge or a Plymouth. They could definitely be restored. Is that another Dodge Stealth? I think it is. So there's two here. I had one of these cars. Black just like that. Red interior. Dodge, what was the name of that? And there's quite a few of these little rampages here, complete ones. A couple wrecked ones, some complete ones. Then he's got this Studebaker. It was on a farm in Texas or California where it came from. And he's got a wrecked one. He's got a green one over the hill. It was hit hard in the front end. So out of both of them, you bought both of them, you could make one out of them. Mid-50s, there's another Rampage. A lot of new stuff brought over there. A lot of, like I say, 73 to 87 Dodge pickups, quad cabs. There's a Firebird, 98 to 99, 2000 model. A lot of PT Cruisers. If you want to keep one on the road, he has the parts. No parts on that one, so he must be wanting to sell that as a whole vehicle. He sells whole vehicles. There's another Dodge pickup, short bed. That one. There's another, the 67, 66 body style back there, 68, 69, all the same body style. That one that we showed you, that white one that somebody started restoring, definitely should be on the road, man. They painted the frame and everything. It's in that white primer. The other Charger. Another K-car convertible. There's a Dodge pickup that caught on fire, and look at the body panels on that. I mean, you got a bed just starting out the rust, but fenders, the doors. I think it does something to the metal of that hood when you sand it down, but still a good hood. I mean, if you needed one. But I'd say he has one here. There's PT Cruiser right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Over a dozen of them right here. 2 of them convertibles again. One there, and a purple one up there. So another MG. A lot of these MGs. So he's got the parts for them. That one was hit hard, wasn't it? I don't know if that was done while it was on the road or not. Tree hit it or something. What are we up to? 49 minutes. Are you still hanging on? Another Dodge Dakota. This one's a extended cab. Here's that other Studebaker. So this one was, one of them came from California, one came from Texas. So that was hit hard. As you can see, it bent the steering wheel and all. Still got a good bed. This side got it the worst, but definitely, with both of them together, you could make a good one. He's got some good complete cars down here. It looks like a Scamp or a Swinger or something up there. Early 70s behind the gold New Yorker, isn't it? No, that's a Riviera up there. It's a Buick Riviera. Another Charger. 300. Here's one of them little darts. I don't see too many of them here. That was hit hard. Crossfires. There's 2 there. There's at least 6 or 7 here. One of them Cutlass convertibles. 92, 93 up there. Guess we go look at it. It's a front wheel drive car. I had one that color. Not a convertible though. I wonder if it's been hit or just been parked. Like it was just parked. These pine trees are about the worst thing there for. Well, let's see, it was white interior. That was a looker interstate, guys. Complete car, so definitely could be put back on the road. Dodge Dart. There's a wrecked one, and there's another wrecked one, I guess. Front end parts are usually hard because that's usually when a car gets its damage in a wreck. 9 times out of 10. That and a rollover. Camaro V28. Need some parts. Green in there. Corvette. 80, 81 model. I know where one of them is with 63,000 miles for $11,000. Second owner, always garage kept. This Dodge right here, I think it was something of mine, or it was drove in here many years ago. It and 50. See. Then he's got this Chevy up here. It was drove in. Something small was wrong with it, brakes or something. All original, still complete. Look, it's got the fender skirts on it. Somebody needs to have those. I think he priced them at $3,500 at one time. I asked. Same thing as this Dodge. It was drove in here. It's nice inside. There was, but still is pretty good. Headliner's coming down. Rats has gotten the headliner. 440 ain't the engine on those. That was the model. Pretty sure this one's got the slant 6 in it. Just walking by all kinds of Chargers. All kinds. There's some Hemi ones here too. I know an orange one. Yeah. Every one of them Chargers been hit in the front end or caught on fire. Here's that Corvette up there. There's a Crossfire. Plenty of those. Here's a 70 Satellite. Somebody could make a road runner clone out of. Another Plymouth, early 60s. Somebody used the front frame on this. It's a unibody car, but convertible, Plymouth or Dodge. 67, 68. Shadies. Don't see too many of them in here. There's another 46. It's a 48 Plymouth. Get the door open for me. Yeah. So, right here is a Duster. And then which one of these is this the Willys Whippet? No, this is a Plymouth. Look at that. Somebody's, like that was restored at one time. Look how clean that is. Interior even looks sharp on that. All original. Somebody's repainted it at one time, but that car needs to be put on the road, guys. It needs on the road. This is a Willie's Whippet, I'm thinking maybe. Yep, it's a Willie's Night, not a Whippet. A Willie's Night. So this would be in the 30s. You just don't see these cars around. Somebody's got one, definitely needs the parts on them. And there, one of them, is it a Plymouth? You can see where it's just like a 4-door. They just didn't cut it out for the door. Same exact bodies. This one looks to have been restored at one time. And then he's got one of them Dodge pickups. It's like in panel trucks. We got another late 40s Plymouth. Yeah, this car. They're so ugly. They call that the toilet bowl in the back. I tried to make it look like a Continental, like a spare tire. To look for it. This Duster, I think this is what this is. Or a Demon. No, it's a Duster. Could definitely, you know, if somebody's wanting one to start. Somebody's did a lot of work to this to get the body as good as it is. Yeah, if you're good at your mechanical and not good at body parts, that's the car for you. So, what is today? November the 5th. Today's November the 5th. Another Plymouth aware. Dodge Dakota. Them Dodge Shelby trucks, them are pretty cool, man. I have to say, I like seeing them. Another Challenger hit hard. These Plymouth, what are they? Rories, or Aspens. Depends who made it, Dodge or Plymouth. They can be cool cars. I had a buddy in high school that had a maroon one. Somebody's put a Jag shifter in it at one time, trying to make a race car out of it. Got the headers there. This one was an Aspen. He's got a Cadillac of sale sitting up here. Some of these cars, you know, he won't sell a part off of them. He wants to keep them complete and hope that somebody picks them up. So you got these Studebakers. It was big with the land speeders back in the 50s and 60s, and still I see a lot of them now. I'm not sure. It's early 50s, guys, 51 to 53. It's a whole complete car. I always thought it looked like a bass mouth in the front of it. Here's one of them Magnums. It's just like a Charger. Same body style that in them years. It's a Plymouth Valiant, early 60s. Somebody tried to make a little hot rod, these little Subarus, WRXs. Got a aftermarket body kit on it. Here's that Cadillac LaSalle. Thinking it's a 37. And you know what? I've seen a lot worse than this restored. A lot of guys take it as a challenge. You know, can they restore a car? How bad is it? You know. And he's got some personal cars up here. Not sure if they're for sale. We'll show you them. And you can always give Clifford a call and tell him you've seen it on. Say, Willie sent you. Junk car Willie sent me. I seen it on his video. 740-256-6200. Probably about 15 minutes.
out going down Route 7 out Galpus. It's not in Crown City, but that's what they call this area. It's close to Crown City. Yeah, little AMC Rambler drag car. No, that's cool right there. The old wagon. But yeah, I don't know if this is for sale, but I'll show it to you. Little drag car. I want to get into drag racing just to play around. That's the whole idea with that 350. Built a little bit, 430 over, and 85 Z28 roller I got. It's got the roller cage in it. That needs to be back on the strip. Needs to be back on the strip. Here's a 37, 38 Plymouth. Clean looking. It's got them artillery, what they call the artillery with rims on it. Or like the artillery rims, if not. And a car like Elvis Presley had, Imperial. And this is back when Imperial was his own car under Chrysler Corporation, its own company. The Imperial. And this car is decked out. And them are actually, they had factory wire wheels, so I'm thinking them are the factory ones. I love these. They call them fridge handles because there's a lot like fridge handles back in the day. See the shifter on the column. Man, I tell you what, it take a lot to get it going, but I drive it just like that. Now, don't quote me, but if I remember right, it was 8,500 on that truck. Topper and all, and this is a straight truck, 66 or 67 it is. So even the topper is nice, you know. Straight truck, a little bit of rust starting out, but and I could be wrong on that price, but it's around that 8,500 because you just don't find them like this. And you know, you pay $3,500 or $2,500 for a rusty one, just the parts alone, and the time you put your work into it, you got more than that in it. Late 40s or early 40s Chrysler, another Crossfire. And this hot car, it was down at his other place. I call it a hot car because it's hot. See, it had the wire rims on it. I do like the aftermarket chrome rims. I like it. Had the side skirts on it, fender skirts. Looks like it was an interior fire. Another AMC Matador. I think it's a Matador, or might not be a Matador. Yeah, it's a Matador. Hit hard in the back end, and that just looks like Grandma's car. I mean, the interior in it just blows me away. See how cool the interior was back then? That's factory, not reupholstered. I mean, somebody pull that out with the log chain and drive it like someone like me. This quarter looks like you could pop that side out. Hit hard right now. Where you gonna find a quarter for it anyway? I like it though. And a satellite 71, 72 Sebring, which would make it great, you know, Roadrunner clone that people like doing, tributes, whatever you call them. 318 car. And that bumper, I'm thinking that's a 71. Another one of these, this is the Dodge and Plymouth. This one didn't have the toilet seat. This is a GT, believe it or not, but it still was only came with Slamp 6, if I remember right. Somebody's painted this up really nice. Interior is all nice on it. Lancer. That's what them things are. Dodge had the Lancer and a Plymouth. I can't remember what it was called. They were one of them late 40s, early 40s Dodge or Plymouth. This one's a convertible. That's a Plymouth. Here's another one of them Pioneers. So you had that red one down there we seen. Then there was a red one I didn't show you. It was in that building. I think the one in the building is a 2-door. I know the one we seen down there is a 4-door, but what year is it? 60? 61. Oh man, somebody's had the interior redone because that's like a 90s vibe, but it ain't a factory. See how the speedometer is? So it was fluorescent, like the light would shine through it, and at night it even brighten up for you. I think that's so cool, that dash. I love the old dashes in cars. But look at the door panels on that. And that looks to be original paint. Original 61. I love these old dealerships. So this came from Texas. No wonder it's straight. Look at that. Yeah, so I know there's 2 more of these. It's a parts car. It looks like somebody might just set this, you know how you have somebody's car and they don't want to get rid of it, or it's got Ford Motor Co. like 70 to 72 hubcaps off a Ford on it. LTD truck, and then the person dies, and then things set. So that's 318 poly, right, guys? That'd be the original engine. See how they did this on the Dodge trucks too, in the 66, 67. I like that little look. If you're interested, give him a call. There's another Challenger. How many 47, 48 Plymouth convertibles are there? Or early 40, before the war, the 41 and the 42s and 46, 47, 48s were the same bodies. Now somebody's took and welded the fenders on this because they unbolted and never finished it up. On this side they start putting putty in it. So these was unbolt fenders, which made it cool because if you wrecked it, you could unbolt it. It took a while for technology to get where they can make a big enough stamp piece. See, this side, see where they welded it? They welded it on there to get rid of that seam. 30s Plymouth or Dodge. Oh, that went down, guys. That went down. And this one, he's either wanting to sell or he wants a parts one because he got it. And you know, like a body shop will close down and car gets sold and then all the parts get sold somewhere else. That's what happened on this one. So it was repainted, done up. It's a, is it a Chrysler or a Plymouth or a Dodge? We'll check out in a minute. But look at that beautiful paint. Somebody really put the work in it. He needs the chrome pieces, bumpers and stuff like that for a 56 Chrysler. So that one up there was an Imperial, and this is Chrysler, a little bit smaller compared to them. And we're back around. We just kind of make a fast run there, but we're back around to Little Red Express. So if you see something you like, give Clifford a call. I do know that he said you don't want to sell this 60 Chrysler, 59 or 60. Right there's his number though. Clifford's Auto Parts. 740-256-6200. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I did forget to show you the 58 Chrysler Saratoga because I've looked at it before. You guys probably thinking we're here for the first time. Why do you want to buy that thing? So somebody really, you know, do you remember this back in the 70s? That kind of fluff. They did the seats in there. I remember people sticking it up in their back window like that. So it's a 57, 58. So the Plymouth Belvedere at 60 or whatever the sign is. I think let's just look on it and see. 59 Chrysler. Saratoga. It's a name you don't hear of anymore. Hi.
Hi.
He's right inside there if you're looking for Clifford.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So give him a call. Buy something. Tell him I sent you.